What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our round one battle for the BBL. We snuck into playoffs by the skin of our teeth, and we are playing against the Seattle Supersonics, coached by Istanbulian. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm just going to call him Istan, if anything. He's the guy who had the Dracovish with the lemonade stand as his avatar, and he just also happens to be the guy that got 6 kills with a sub-calm-lined Raikou last time we played, which was our first loss of the season. And I said it before, but this is our worst matchup that we have in the entire league. The only one that comes close to it is our matchup against Josh, and we played Josh week 1 of the season, and we got the win, but that was with a whole different team that we have. So ideally you can get the wins time and just sneak it out. I do know some things that are really good against my roster now. The only thing that's unfortunate is he knows everything that I brought last time because I record these team builders and these videos. I have no idea what he brought outside of that. I know he brought a Nidoqueen with Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes. I know he brought a defensive Gourgeist that didn't have really a way to touch my Crustle. I think his only move was Mono Poltergeist, and at that point I had lost my White Herb, so there was really nothing that he could do to touch me. It was just free setup fodder. And I know he brought the sub Raikou, and that's pretty much it. So I'm a little bit concerned about it, but this is our team. You guys see it on the screen. It's been long enough. Honestly, I haven't played a BBL game in like 2 weeks now. It's been kind of crazy how long it's been since I played a game. But nevertheless, we are going to do our best to get the win here. And again, my team is there, and now you see his team. His team is the Mega METAGROSS. Wow, Raikou, Primarina, Hydreigon, Gourgeist, Nidoqueen, Avalugg, Hariyama, and Bouffalant. I'm going to kind of disregard the last 3 mons there, the Avalugg, Bouffalant, and Hariyama. I just don't see them coming. If they do come, fine. Worst case, like, they just do some work, but I think my team kind of checks them pretty well. I'm more concerned about the first 7 because they really are threatening. I think any 6 of those 7 could come. I think the mandatory mons are going to be the Ho, the Primarina, as well as the Raikou and Nidoqueen. After that, the Hydreigon, the Gourgeist, and Mega METAGROSS even could be kind of like toss-ups, but there's a very scary matchup for us, so I'm really hoping that we can get the job done. I'll go ahead and jump into our team we're bringing, starting off with our Yveltal. This Yveltal is running choice specs this week, and as always, by the way, shout out to my front office. Huge thank you to them for the support, the help building this team. Shout out to Jay as well. He kind of like just sent me a bunch of sets, a bunch of not sets, but a bunch of like texts saying, hey, you should try and run something like this, and I kind of took a lot of his I guess ideas were taken very seriously, and I'm bringing a very similar-ish team to last time. Last time I think we had a more defensive Yveltal with heavy-duty boots. This time around I'm running offensive with choice specs because Dark Pulse rips through my opponent's team outside of the Hydreigon and the Primarina, and even then it still runs through them. It still does like 40% to them, which is nuts. And I do have U-turn for momentum, Sucker Punch for priority to hit something like the Mega METAGROSS because it does outspeed me. Same thing with the Raikou as well. Dark Pulse hits my Tomo's team for really good damage. Oblivion Wing is very solid to get myself some recovery. Really good against something like the Nidoqueen, like the Primarina and the Hydreigon, because, well, especially the last two, because they resist the Dark Pulse. So yeah, that's my Yveltal. We also have, what was it? It's 8 in HP and 8 in defense, and it was for something specific that was there in week 3. Let's see, what was it? It was to make sure that we can take a Adamant Bandit Hose Braybird. That's what we actually need to have, specifically 8 and 8 to make sure we take that hit no matter what. And yeah, I'm hoping that this set can do a lot of work for us. Yveltal's been our MVP all season long. I'm hoping that it can put in the work for us because it really is one of the few mons that actually has a solid matchup. The only unfortunate thing is the Ho, it's kind of walls me completely. Even with this, it's its calm nature. It just runs through my team, defensively at least. So hopefully we can get the job done against it. Our next mon though is going to be our Crustle. It's making its return for this battle here. We're running heavy duty boots because I probably won't be leading with it. I'll likely be leading with my Melmetal, which you're going to see later on. But this set has Shell Smash, Earthquake, Rock Blast, and Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks are important to make sure that we get up in case he's not running heavy duty boots. Last time he actually was running Charty Berry, which is very useful for me because if he's running Charty Berry, that means he's taking 50% from rocks on entry. His team has a good bit of defoggers, in the Ho being the number 1 of them. I think there's the Rapid Spinner in the Avalugg. I think after that, I think Hydreigon gets defog. I'm pretty sure it does. So he has quite a few different options. But if we're looking at just last time around, he did not bring any defoggers except for the Ho, and the Ho was running the Charty Berry, not the heavy duty boots. So hopefully we can get the job done against that thing. Very strong mon here. We have speeds that I believe we outspeed a Raikou when we're at +2. That's very important to note. We are Adamant Nature. I would love to run Knockoff. I think that'd be a really good item to run, but I just don't think it's the best for me. Yeah, I'm just hoping that we can get the job done against my opponent's team. He probably won't run Mono Poltergeist on his Gourgeist like last time, so we'll see what happens. I definitely need Edgequake for my opponent's team to really break through it. Our next mon is going to be our Mega MetaChamp. This set is very, very strong as well. Last time around we had, I think it was the same moves. I think we had High Jump Kick over Drain Punch, and we had Fake Out over Bulk Up. And going for Fake Out turn 1 against the incoming Gourgeist really put me a step back against him. So I decided to go with Bulk Up this week as per Jay's suggestion. We have the same speed here. The speed is there for... What was it there for? I think it's Hydreigon. It was there for Hydreigon, that's for sure. But it's the same spread that we had last time. Once we get a Bulk Up, we can just really run through my opponent's team because it's honestly going to be... Look, if the Gourgeist is weakened, if it's at like 50% and I get a Bulk Up, then it's pretty much going to be game over as long as we connect our Zen Headbutts. Drain Punch hits my opponent's team for great damage. We are pretty naturally bulky. 85 base special defense is pretty good, and especially considering the Raikou, if it does come, I expect it to be another sub-calm mindset, meaning it has to have a bit more investment in its HP and defenses. I think I'll definitely be able to take a hit from that thing, even if it's going for Shadow Ball, be able to fire off a Drain Punch, get back tons of HP, Nidoqueen, even if it's Payapa Berry. If it's an offensive set with Payapa Berry, which is the berry that reduces the damage from super effective Psychic type attacks, at +1 we can still KO that thing, which is crazy from what I found in my mocks. Primarina, same deal. Rock Slide is there for the hoe. We can really nuke that thing, even if it has a Chardy Berry. At +1 we do tons of damage, so I'm hoping that we can get the job done against that thing as well. Our next mon is going to be our Lantern, which is running the Choice Scarf. We're running Scarf for the Lantern. What the hell? This was a meme from like 3 years ago, basically, it feels like, from when someone ran a Scarf Lantern, caught someone off guard because no one was like, who the hell's gonna run a Scarf Lantern? It's got 67 base speed, but Scarf Lantern, yeah, its speed here with the Scarf is pretty important. We do outspeed, I think it was just the Raikou, naturally. I think that's all I want to outspeed. That was the most important thing. Volt Switch is there for momentum. Thunderbolt for better damage. Surf for a bit more damage than Scald would do. And then Dazzling Beam hits the Hydreigon for really good damage. If that thing is a Nasty Plot set without Scale Shot or Dragon Dance or something, I can just Dazzling Gleam and get a huge amount of damage. Probably even OHKOing it because we do have a ton of investment in our special attack. So yeah, and we still are pretty bulky. The only thing that really stops this is my opponent if he's running the Nidoqueen. If he's running Nidoqueen, I'm not sure if he wants to just switch in on a Surf, potentially. That's the big thing. If he does want to switch into a Surf, okay, fine, he got me. If he does not, well, if he switches in on a Volt Switch, that's a problem, because I need to switch out, and he can get a free rocks, he can get a huge chunk of damage off on me, and that's the problem here, because if he gets off big damage, then my team can't really recover well, which is the problem here. But we do have an option to take a hit on the special side, and that's going to be our Melmetal here. Now, Melmetal is running the Assault Vest this week. I did not really do anything in terms of the investment for this set. It was just that I'm going max HP, max attack. Just, I can't worry about it. Double Iron Bash with Rock Slide and Earthquake in my opponent's team for phenomenal damage. Rock Slide is there specifically for the hoe. I imagine the hoe is going to have Will-O-Wisp. I imagine it's going to have either that or Overheat or Sacred Fire, something that can just destroy me or burn me. One of the two. Rock Slide is there for that. Earthquake and Darkest Lair hit the Mega Metagross. It also hits the Primarina as well with the Earthquake, by imagine, or not the Primarina, the Nidoqueen, that's it, and the Gourgeist with Darkest Lariats. Double Iron Bash hits my opponent's team for phenomenal damage, mostly outside of the Mega Metagross and the Ho. Everything else will probably be getting hit with that or an attack that's super effective, something like Raikou with Earthquake, and same thing with Nidoqueen. So I'm hoping that we can get the job done. The goal is to lead with this thing and just punch a hole through my opponent's team. If he leads off with anything other than the Gourgeist, we basically fire off a Double Iron Bash, doing a huge amount of damage to it, which is very, very useful, and we can find out very, very valuable information on the Gourgeist itself. If it's not running Synthesis, then we're in a good position as well. If it is running Synthesis, then obviously we're not going to be able to kind of beat it 1v1, but if it's not, we can still beat it 1v1, even if it has Leech Seed. And that's kind of the plan here. Beat that thing down so that other mons can kind of set up and go for a game. And one of the mons that can set up for us is going to be our Physical Porygon 2. What the fuck is this? I don't know, guys. But we're running Analytic with Curse, with Foul Play, and Facade, and Rest. What the hell? Basically, I don't want to get destroyed by Calm Mind Raikou again, and because of that, I'm running Analytic. Even if I was running Analytic, Foul Play does not break the sub of a max HP Raikou, so I cannot risk that. It's something I cannot do. I need to make sure that I have the ability to break that thing's sub so it doesn't just set up all over me. With Facade and with Analytic, we do always break its sub, unless it's got like a ton of defense investment as well. And even then, we have Curse to bulk up our physical defense, our physical attack, and lower our speed, which we don't need because we're running Analytic. This set really does phenomenal against my opponent's entire team. You look at it, I don't think the Hariyama, the Boufflant, or the Avalugg are coming. So what else is there? There's the Ho. Well, if I can get set up enough, then I'm in a good position. I have Rest to recover off of any Toxics or Burns, so I should be good there. We have Foul Play to hit the Mega Metagross for phenomenal damage. Hydreigon is not going to appreciate a return, neither will Primarina, and because we're super specially defensive, they wouldn't be able to really deal too much with me. And if I bring it in on a Hydreigon as he goes for a Nasty Plot or Dark Pulse, he notices we're very specially defensive. He probably goes right into the Raikou as we go for, I don't know, a Curse, and then fire off Facades. So I'm not too worried about that. Nidoqueen, again, very specially defensive mon, especially offensive mon. We're a very specially defensive Pokemon. Gorgeist is the problem, because Gorgeist, if for some reason he decides to run a sub Gorgeist with Lisi, which is what Liv did in our mock, then I can't break the sub with foul play. I just can't, unless you bring a physical offensive Gorgeist, which he might do, who knows. It's definitely a possibility. I think Liv ran mono Fire Blast with like sub Will-O-Wisp and Leech Seed, which was an interesting set. She said it kind of 6-0'd me, which to be fair, it kind of did, but not in the mock. I managed to play through it, which was good, but it's still a very scary set nonetheless. So hopefully this set can put in the work for us. This is our team of 6. Let me know which Pokemon you think will be the MVP of this battle. I'm hoping that can be a bit more animated because we are playing later at night. I may not be able to, but we'll see what I can do. Let's just do it. Let's get it done. We have a chance to go to the semifinals here. I definitely want to take advantage. I want the upset. I want to get the win here. I want to make sure that we can get to the finals in the BBL for probably the first time we've ever done it. Okay, everyone, we are back. Looking at this, he did not bring the Hydreigon. He brought the same 6 as last time. I don't know if it's going to be the same 6 in terms of his sets, but we'll see how it goes. I could definitely lead off with my Mega Metacham here. I think what I'm actually going to do, though, is expecting him to lead off with the Gorgeist, expecting my Mega Metacham. I'm going to lead off with my Yveltal. So we'll see what happens here. I definitely have a very good lead with this thing. If he leads off with anything, bar like the Raikou or bar, I guess that's it. Or maybe even Ho-Oh, yeah. I can just fire off a Dark Pulse and do a ton of damage to him. So fingers crossed. Just the stupid, like, what the hell is this thing? This stupid, like, right above the Mons. This, it's a Dracovish at Lemonade Stand. I fucking love it. All right. Primarine is his lead, actually, which is unfortunate. So this thing could definitely be a Scarf set, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to go for a, go with my Porygon 2 here, see what he wants to do to me. And we'll kind of go from there. Ideally, maybe he goes into his, maybe flip turns and goes right into the Raikou. We'll see what happens, but I'm just going to switch out in case this thing is Scarf. I cannot afford it being Scarf, and the fact they led with it definitely makes me think that it is Scarf. So we'll see what happens, as I'm going to go into, as he fires off a Toxic instead. Okay. Let's, do I go for a Curse here? Do I just do that? Let's do it, yeah. Does he go, let's see if he goes Raikou. Or do I want to wait on this? Do I want to wait on this now? That's the question. I think, I have Facade. I have boosted Facade right now. I can just go for a Facade here. I think that's pretty free, so I'm going to do that. We'll see what he wants to do. But we're going to get Analytic Boost plus Facade that's boosted plus Stab. So this should do a good chunk of damage to everything, which I'll definitely take because I need the damage on everything. What is he going to do here? And again, this is the problem. So I don't know what a lot of his team wants to do, because as he goes Nidoqueen instead, and Facade comes out, we do 53%. Oh, yo, fuck that. That's messed up. We did 53% of that thing. Are you kidding? That's insane. That's insanity. Wow. Wow. Okay. As he just gets his rocks here, and Facade will get the KO. Nice. So Porygon 2 picks up its first KO while using Facade. Alright. Now, part of the reason why I decided to go with Heavy Duty Boots over the White Herb on my Crustle is because I kind of expected this to be a thing that happens here. I expected him to get up rocks at some point. So this is good, though. This is good. I want to go hard into... What do I want to go hard into? I'm going to Lantern here. That's my best play. He probably goes for a Fire move here, as he goes for a Brave Bird instead, which he crits me. Nice. Definitely did not need HP on this thing, that's for sure. Shit. I'm just going to Voltage here. Yeah. I can't see him, like, switching out, to be honest. Or do I just Thunderbolt? I can also Surf. No, I think Voltage is my play. I don't think he wants this thing to get poisoned, because that's definitely a possibility. Because if I poison this, then that's definitely a problem for him. It really, really is. But yeah, that crit there sucks. Damn, because I really need the HP on this Lantern. But no Hydreigon definitely makes it a lot easier for me to kind of sack this thing off if necessary. But yeah, no, I'm like, all I can say is I'm just super nervous about this game because I do want to win. I want to avenge my loss. It was a 5-0 last time to the hands of the Raikou. He has so many things on his team that just rip a hole through my roster, as we do 32% to it, which is not bad at all. I imagine he goes for, what does he go for here? I don't know. What does he go? I think I have to go hard into Porygon 2 here and just eat the hit. I'm going to do that. As he goes for another Brave Bird here. Okay. I don't know if I'll outspeed the Gorgeist. I might, but at this point here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sack off the Lantern here. That's my play. If he doesn't attack me, then that's fine. But he goes for a Brave Bird here and gets the KO. Okay. That's fine with me. I can go into Crustle here, can't I? I think he could be Scarf. I think he's Scarf. So I'm going to go over to Crustle here, and I'm just going to fire off my rocks. I want to get rocks up so that if he is Scarf, then it really limits what this thing can do going forward, because it's going to be taking 50% on entry every single turn, and that really is a benefit for me. And I think at this point he just doubles and goes hard into the Gourgeist, which I'd be fine with. He did, how much did he do to my Porygon 2? He did 31% to Porygon 2. Damn. That's kind of crazy. As I just go with, okay, so I go for the rocks there. That's great. And I'm just gonna fire off the Earthquake here. I really don't have any other means. Like I just have to do that because he has Bullet Punch for sure. So Earthquake comes out. We do have to, which is nice. And I imagine the Bullet Punch will come out now. No, he doesn't need to go for Bullet Punch. So I'll just Earthquake here. As he Ice Punches instead. Okay. So does Yveltal take a hit? That is the question. I'm just going to go into it. And I will fire off my Dark Pulse here. He has to worry about me being Scarf. He has to. I'm kind of playing this bluff a little bit. And we'll see what he wants to do. But doing 50% to the Mega Metagross is very, very nice. As he doubles into the Primarina here. This is not a Salt Vest, we know that. As he takes 37%. That's dope. And I'm going to go into Melmetal here. Gonna go into Melmetal, see what he wants to do. He probably knows I'm Scarf or Specs now from the damage I've done. Going for a U-turn there would have been ideal, I guess, but yeah, look, we're getting very close. Not very close, I can't say that. We're getting closer to an endgame with Metacham. The only problem is the Gourgeist is still at full HP. That is the biggest problem. What does Metacham do at +1 to Gourgeist? I can't imagine it's very much. Gourgeist. Super physically defensive. +1, we do like nothing to this, don't we? We do 54 to 64 if it's max defense. That's crazy. I need to keep this Yveltal around. I have to. I just have to. You know, this is the week that I kind of regret having Crustle instead of Shuckle. I originally was debating, do I want to have Crustle or Shuckle at the beginning of the season? This is the matchup that I wish I had Shuckle for, because I would love to have webs against my opponent's team. It would be absolutely phenomenal to get up webs, especially now that the Metagross is Mega Evolved, so he doesn't have Clear Body, he has Tough Claws, so we should be able to do work with that. But unfortunately, we decided to go with the more offensive Mon and Crustle, and definitely, don't get me wrong, Crustle has been really good for us this season. It's been actually, I won't say really good, it's been decent for us this season, but we'll see what happens. Again, game's not over. It's not looking good for our Porygon 2. I think we're definitely going to have to get in on the Gourgeist. Gourgeist has 54 base speed, and Porygon 2 has 60, so he's got to have a good chunk of EVs, like over 40 EVs in speed to be able to outspeed me, I believe, right? Yeah, he's got to have 52 EVs in speed to outspeed me. So I'm going to double into Melmetal here. I'm Assault Vest, as he Scald me. Wow. No burn. Okay, that's good. Let's fire off a double Iron Bash here. Let's just fire off the double Iron Bash and see what happens. That did so much damage. That really did so much damage. No burn as well. Amazing. Okay. That's amazing. What does he go into now, though? He could go into the Gourgeist. He can go into anything, honestly, and just get a KO. It depends on what he thinks is most important. Like, what does he want to basically let in for free? I imagine he goes Raikou. I think Raikou is his best bet. But Jesus, that did so much damage. Rough. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay, Metagross comes in. Kind of what I was expecting to come in. I'm just going to go for a Darkest Lair here in case he goes for Iron Defense. On the off chance. But we'll see. I don't think he does go for Iron Defense. He just kills me with a Brick Break. Okay. And here I think I go into Yveltal and I click Sucker Punch, to be honest. Let's just go for the Sucker Punch here. I think he knows he's faster than me. I think he knows it as he switched out. And he has Boots. Shit. Okay. I'm just sacking off Porygon 2 here. I have to. It's game over. I don't have a win. I don't have a chance to win now. If I had gone for the Dark Pulse there, Oh, if I'd gone for the Dark Pulse there, that would have been huge. If I was just Scarf this week instead, if I'd gone Scarf, I think I was in a really good position. But I wouldn't do as much damage, nearly as much damage to the Ho-Oh. But I'm just sacking off my Porygon 2 here as he just roosts up and gets the... Okay, so he's at full. Let's just Mega Evolve and click the Rock Slide. Like, he's going to live this hit. It's full HP. I have to go for it. We're getting... At least we got one more kill on him. But we got speed. We just got the KO. Right. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll take it, I guess. And we got sped too, I just noticed. Was I better off going for a bulk up there? No, if the Gourgeist was gone, we'd have a shot, but the Gourgeist is not gone. You can just bring in the Gourgeist and get a KO and he's fine. Just burn me, do whatever. Boy, it's unfortunate. We got 2 points of diff off on him, which is nice compared to last time especially. Oh man, but in comes Mega Metagross, and I'm just going to fire off the Drain Punch here. I don't know why he's... Oh, that just outright KOs, nice. And he just gets the KO here. I can't do anything. Unless for some reason his Raikou doesn't have any way to hit my Yveltal, unless it's like Shadow Ball only, then I think I can win, but that's the only way. And even then, he has Bullet Punch on this thing probably. But he just goes into Gourgeist and sacks it off, so that's fine. But he knows some specs now, and that's the problem. So yeah. But in comes the Mega Metagross, and that is going to be the season for us. Unfortunate. GG. Like I said, GG. I really... I knew going into the game I really did not have a chance of winning this matchup. I won my mocks against Liv, which was surprising, but she did not bring a lot of what I expected her to bring, and that really kind of impacted a lot. I imagine he just brought the same team that he brought before, so that's something. But yeah, we're going to fall short. We end up making it 2-0, but yeah, look, had I been Scarf there, if I was Scarf, then I think I had a chance to win off of a flinch, and that's what it would have had to been. So I don't know. Like, I want to know what the Metagross role, because like just for curiosity's sake, Meta. I can't type. My A key just does not work on my keyboard, and it's so frustrating because I really whenever I try and calc, my A key just stops working. Metagross, Mega, come on. Okay, physical attacker, max attack against my Mega Metacham, Meteor Mash. That's a nasty roll. That's a nasty roll. Wow. It was a roll in his favor to get the KO on me, but it was a roll nonetheless. And if I got that roll, I think I could have potentially done it. But it's okay. It happens. I probably wouldn't have KO'd, honestly, depending on what his investment was. He had to have speed for me, so he was at about half. I don't know. Anyways, that's the end of the season. I don't have much to say about it. I don't find the season to be successful for us. I think we really had some unfortunate weeks where we really got unlucky with the hacks, and it kind of threw us off. Especially like, there's so many weeks that this has happened recently. It's crazy, but it is what it is. We definitely lost to a team that we didn't have any business playing against because we just were not in the same league in terms of team construction and matchup. But we ended up making it 2-0. It's kind of competitive. It just sucks that the Mon that I was really worried about most out of everything else was the Raikou, and it did not even hit the field. And that sucks, because that Mon 5-0'd me last time and he beat me without even using it. Crazy. I'm trying to think now. If I just went for Thunderbolt or Surf, if I just went for Thunderbolt, honestly, with the Lantern, I was going to be in a phenomenal spot. I was really debating that, but I thought he would definitely go hard into the Gourgeist. I thought he had no reason not to. So, yeah. Anyways, GG's to Stem. We will be following no more BBL this season. There's going to be a BBL finale. That's going to be our, or the next season of the BBL. It's what it's called, BBL finale. That's going to be on Wi-Fi after the DLC drops, so make sure to stick around for that if you guys like Uber stuff. At the time of recording, I'm actually at 849 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys did hit the subscribe button if you have not already. There's like 45% of the people who are watching these videos are not subscribed. It's a huge number. I really want to kind of lower that down to about 30% at worst. So if you guys could do me a favor and subscribe if you have not already, I'd appreciate it very, very much. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this season of the BBL, and I'll catch you guys all next time.